All right. Welcome to Sunday exploring session. Trying to get into this ancient creek I haven't been in probably since about, I'd say 4 to 6 months. This is weird. I was coming up on the bank right here. Never seen anything like this before. Welcome to heaven. Man, never seen anything like this before. I come out here probably, I'm gonna say I come out here at least once every 2 months, a year. But recently I just gave up on this place. I did. Last time I was out here, I just gave up on it because I haven't recovered anything. Last thing I recovered out here was an aluminum baseball bat and one little tiny baby shard of pottery. That's it. But check this out, if I can get down here without slipping. Guys are crazy. What the heck am I doing? Hold on, let me figure out something real quick. This blows my mind. One thing I've always enjoyed about this game in heaven, about recovery. I'm in a totally different creek that I've never ever even been in before. What the heck happened out here? Holy crap. What the heck happened out here? This used to be like exposed sand for at least 7 or 8 years. And it used to float under this tree. And this was always wide open right here. But now look at what's wide open. Oh, man. Now it makes me wish that I did come here. I bet it was Sally or Delta or the other one that did all this. There's something about them giving you that time back. There is. I'm in a totally different creek. They completely wiped out the banks. This is like a totally different creek. If they did this, you know they took out the pots. You know they did. I'm taking a reference picture on this one, fellas. Man. What the heck? Forces of the laws of nature. I told you about that. Buying you time again. Basically in the creek that I've been in I'd say at least 50 to 75 times in the past 6 years. And they just kind of created a different creek for us to look in. At least for this summer. Until they do it all again. Probably could be 6 years from now. Dang. My heart started skipping beats when I was up there on the bank and I looked at all this and I was like, where the heck am I? I don't recognize any of this. I don't recognize a dang thing. Don't tell me everything is under the sands. That's how they like to hide things too in their little game. You have to wait for the random rainfall to erode things away like Stone Mountain over a little bit of time. And then everything gets exposed like the tops of the shard potteries and all. Excuse my sinuses, but my shards of pottery. Oh, dang. But you know, as I say, if they wiped out a lot of log jams, they also created a few more. There ain't no way I'm going to be seeing stuff I recognize after today. And my goal was just to come out for, I don't know, maybe explore for like an hour, and that's it. But now I have no choice but to stay out the entire day in this section of the creek. Well, not this section, the entire length of the creek. Yeah, I have a feeling that they just took out what they could as far as historical significant items. I don't know yet. Let's pray that we can find more than just one or two little tiny shards. Unrecognizable up in here. I know you guys are saying, but Vinci, you're always over the top with that kind of law of nature stuff. I am. Because this was extremely unexpected right here. Budweiser, I know that for a fact. extremely unexpected. Yeah, I'm just worried that they took out the more significant items. Oh, they piled it up hardcore up in here. I could be wrong though. It could be right under my nose. There could be a few things over here. Besides a spray paint can and a big old plastic bottle you got to take back to Walmart or Kroger or Publix. Let me go ahead and look around and get my mind right quick and take in what I haven't seen before out here. I might have found a baby one. No, it's an optical illusion. It is. Dang. What a bummer. Oh well. If you see any pots that are 913 years old sitting around, let me know. After going through all that, nothing at all. The pottery is always just going to be sitting right on top though. Yeah. As the water goes over the top of it, just like my bald head, kind of. Don't say that. Yeah, but I think I found something. Looks like we might have a piece right here. I see a curve on it, and I see that consistency. That's got to be a piece. Look at that. Wait, it's not even going to get pulled out of here. Oh, yes, sir, and it's a top. It's a top. I know it's a piece of garbage. It's got a design on it. Number 1 for the day. Cool. Add it to the pocket. Got to be more out here after they did all this right here. Could have been 295 years old. Think I got another piece though. I see a tiny design on it. It's right there. You can barely make it out. It's just that one angle in the sun that tells me, yep, it is one. Yeah, I know. Cool. Not the big piece. Not the intact pot, but just part of it. Cool. Daylight giving back time. It's not going to get dark till almost 8 o'clock tonight. Cool. Long adventures. I got out here late today, about 1:30, because I could barely move after yesterday's 10-mile trek through heaven. You better believe it. But I'm sitting down on this log trying to rest the feet. They are so sore. They are. But there's something in the water I just kind of stepped on right there. And I saw the brightest, whitest thing I've seen so far today, besides the jug of water. Yeah, but I think that might be a bottom of a scraper or something like that. I don't know if I'll keep it though. I see some napping or side on it. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's definitely something right here. Look at that thing. Look at that. Look at that. This thing would have been one gargantuan looking point. For real though. Look at that. The entire top is whacked off. Broken. Look at that sharp edge. I know it's probably not a point. It's probably some humongous blade, scraping tool, whatever. But it's broken. You know what I'm going to do with it though. Yep. Gotta stop collecting the broken pieces. Cool. Beautiful. They originally said it was supposed to be cloudy all weekend. It was supposed to rain last night about 6 o'clock. It just got cloudy at 6. Boy. Talk about the disaster, danger zone. First thing I saw when I jumped up in here about an hour ago. Well, yeah, it's been about an hour. Besides the 2 swords of pottery, this is about it right here. A piece of ancient ash. Got to toss it back underhand. Cool. Stay here forever. But I knew they were going to walk us into something pretty nice. Yeah, I set the jug down. Almost stepped right all over this thing and had to step back and put the jug down because you can only see it in the light. That is a humongous joker right there. Gotta be. Let's play with it carefully. Looks like a claw from a saber-tooth tiger. Yes, indeed, another top of a pot. That is a humongous thing right there. There's no way I talk. I knew they were going to uncover something out here today. Not today, but whenever the flood event happened. Need the toothbrush for this one. It muds in there pretty dang good. Yeah, they even went through all that trouble to put a little lip on it, on the top. Look at that thing. Cool. Add it to, can't really add it to the pocket. It's got a curve on, which means it'll break very easily. I think I'll just hang on to it in the hand. Beautiful. There goes one of those marks again right there. That little line. Cool. No design. No facial imprints, nothing like that. But we'll recover it anyway, won't we? Heck yeah. Da Vinci style. Top of a pot. Of a bowl. Gotta be a bowl. About 1 minute and 33 seconds later, I guess it's going to be one of those days. That gigantic sand/gravel bar has got to be housing a few things. Can't wait to get up in there, but we have to look in the water too. I see something yellow, probably just yellowish white, probably not even a point. I never find points out here, I never do. But let me go ahead and set the jug down. You know, my eyes are working today. They are. Let me set this thing down too. Got to be careful with that piece of history. I hope you're proud of me though. I try to do my best. I do. In this recovery, can never let this stuff go forgotten and lost forever. I know a lot of you experts are going to be like, Da Vinci, just leave it out there, man. Just leave it out there. For what? I know it's different kind of garbage, but check this thing out right here. How the heck am I going to try to get this thing in my pocket? Talk about finger pointer rock. I heard somebody just say something. They just did. Yeah. You talk about, it's like a Mickey Mouse finger. Maybe it's not what I'm looking at. Maybe it's going to be different when I pull it out. It's crazy. This thing weighs like 10 pounds. You talk about a doorstop. I wonder how much this would fetch for if I put it on eBay. Da Vinci style finger pointer. Doorstop. I don't know about this one. Looks like the end's been cut off. But it's still a finger pointer rock. I think I'll just hide it out here and come back and get it later. Talk about Da Vinci style. But how am I going to remember where I put it? The way they like to play out here. Who knows? 2 months from now, it might look 10 times different. More different than what you're looking at here. And they'll manipulate the landscape so roughly I won't be able to remember where I hit this thing. Wish there was a wall I can hide it in. You know, like in the cracks. As an optical illusion? Yeah, or maybe I'll just leave it out for you to find. I don't know. That's a nice one right there, though. Yeah, cool. Let me set it down because there's something else I have to get up on the cliff right here to try to get and wash off. Bam! Another one. It's got a lip on it too, just like that piece. But the circumference is a little bit off. It is. The radius of the top, this is probably a bigger kind of bowl or something. You better believe I'm going to be slipping and sliding today. Look at that. Man, let me go ahead and take a reference picture right there. How they like to place things out here. Look at that. In the mud. Different kind of archaeology. Wonder where the rest of the pots are. Dang, that's a big joker right there. A little bit ancient. Probably about 600 to 900 on this. I don't know. Okay. Cool. Let me go ahead and wash it off. Add it to that one. Try to figure out where to hide that thing. Yeah, I've already gone this far. Looking around, you can never miss the pottery out here. I think I see a bottle, like a Coke bottle or something like that, that I placed up here about a year ago, just sitting right there. Yeah, the prime location to see some kind of pottery though, but all this clay material looks exactly like a piece of a pot. But you know, we're going to set this thing down right quick. We are. Lean that up gently, even though it's garbage. I think I see another little piece right here. I could be wrong, could be surprised. Let me go ahead and flip that thing over. I see it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. That's weird right there. I think that is one. It's soft though. Okay, yeah, that's another piece. It's got that ring to it. Let me go ahead and wash it off and add it to the pile. Cool. Too bad there's not any really intact major points out here, you know. Even though I never find points in this one creek. Never have, really. A couple of broken ones. But I just put the phone in the pocket until I noticed something. Set the jug down again. Yeah, a little tiny one right up in here. You could barely see it. But I can tell exactly what that thing is right there. With a two-tone on it. See if I can get up here without spraining the ankles again. Is that another piece that went with it? Oh crap, that's another one. That might be a rock though, I don't know, but this is definitely a piece right here. I know, ancient garbage with no design on it. That might be another piece right there, right on top of each other. What about that little one? I think something walked through here and broke this stuff, I don't know. Where the heck does this come from out here? Keep on going. Let me go ahead and wash it off and add it to these pieces to the pocket right here. Dang, where are the masterpiece points at though? I've been lacking on those for the past few months, it seems. The year has not been that friendly to us when it comes to that respect. Yeah, that's wild. All three of these little pieces ended up being a piece of a pot. 3 little tiny shards of pottery. Going to go add to the pocket. Yes, indeed. Nothing big. Nothing that historic. Let's pray it comes later. Still here. You know I set the jug down. Because you can see it. Or you can't even see it. Right there. Yeah, I was crossing over the log getting ready to until they told me to, look to the left. Let's do this optical illusion game. Perspective game. Bam. That's got a nice design on that piece right there. Talk about a sneaker imprint from heaven. Cute. Welcome to heaven. Nothing like a couple of more little pieces to add to the collection. Cool. Don't know what I'm going to do with these though. Maybe I'll just drill holes in them with a diamond tip or something and make mobiles or something, wind chimes. I don't know, but they'll break. Just like this broke. Tiny little shard. Add it to the pocket. Nothing but garbage today, it seems. No design on this one either. Cool. Collect it anyway. Recover it. I had the jug sat down and something just blew my mind. You know I'm always trying to put the thing together, the puzzle back together again in my mind. I am. Always. It's always going to be a part of me. But I was looking back at these pieces. This one right here. And I was looking at this one. You know, they were found on different sides from one another. They were far apart on different sides of the creek. Yeah, but I looked at that one little line. And I remember I told you, I was like, I don't believe that came from the same pot because the radius didn't look correct. It didn't. This one looks like it might have been part of a bowl or some kind of dish that is a little bit, you know, less shallow, but a lot wider. Yeah, in diameter, whatever. But the radius didn't look right. But then I looked at this one and I saw something within my mind. Hold on. Talk about putting the puzzle back together again. It doesn't look like it fits. But it fits perfectly. Let me see if I can do this right on the log. Using both hands right here. Gotta be careful. Gotta put this thing together. Look at that right there. That actually came from the same pot. Look at that. Dang, archaeology class. Which I've never had one before. I just love archaeology, but look at that perfect fit. That was a shallow bowl right there. That was a shallow bowl. Dang. Perfect. Let me go ahead and continue on with it. Of course, I'm still sitting in the same spot on the same log. Just trying to catch some rays on my face, on my arms, whatever. I still have the shirt on though. It is mid-March. It's not like it's 97 degrees out here in June. But I'm just testing the eyes, trying to use the eyesight, you know, trying to do things right to keep it going so I never miss a beat. But I think I might see one. Don't ask me how I see these things. I guess I have this kind of gift of noticing geometries. Let me see. You can't even see it. I'm looking. The sun, there it is right there. The sun's got it backwards right in the center of the screen. I see some specks on it that look like it might be part of one. You're going to say, Da Vinci, you crazy with your eyesight if you see something like that at that distance. Bingo. I know it's just a piece of a giant pot. That's it. Add it to the tiny pile in the right pocket. Cool. Gotta keep doing that with the eyes. Because we don't want to miss anything, do we? Jeez. Right when I get ready to walk on out of here. Man, that's a nice looking square rock right there. Let me go ahead and put this down. Dang. Cool. Nice little discovery right there. Perfect little angles. I don't know if I'll keep it though. Let me go ahead and leave it out here in heaven. Just like I need to remember the triangles if I can. Looks like I'm going to have to go through this joker backwards. All the way through. Seems like I'm going to have to go slower than driving Miss Daisy. Cool. Didn't know I was going to be out there that long today with this sore ankle of mine. Let's go ahead and empty out this bag very carefully to see what we collected today out there. Perfect. Talk about putting the puzzle back together again. Nice little day out there today. Had a great time exploring with this sore ankle of mine. And this is all they allowed us to collect out there. Perfect. What a great day. I know it looks like a small amount, but it filled up the pockets. It did. This is all that we recovered out there today. But it seems like it's also more than many days combined when it comes to this kind of stuff. No points as normal, as usual. Where do you guys want to start? You know, you got the golden ratios. Cool. Add them to the stash collection. I'm going to paint them later and create some kind of bathroom art out of this stuff. They need to be sanded down a little bit. You know, cleaned up, painted. Yeah, cool. Look at that one. Brings back memories, if you know what I mean. You better believe it does. All right. Oh, this one's broken. Still, we'll recover it. Cool. Maybe just take it out to nature later. Back where it belongs, basically. Out there in heaven. Yeah, piece of plastic, piece of garbage. Tinker toys or something like that. Construction. Trying to put that thing back together again. Yeah, like we did a couple of times today. Cool. And it's been nothing but the pottery all day today out there. And I got some sun. It hasn't set in yet. You can see the red tones on me. Cool. Got the red skin going on. Look at that thing right there. All right. A little bit warped. Probably was melted or something like that. Cool. Add it to the disc collection. Yeah, it's been melted a little bit. Probably was in some kind of house fire or something like that. I don't know. And then I thought this was a piece of pottery until I looked at it closer. It's nothing but a rock. One of those perfect geometries within a cube. That's exactly what that thing is. Beautiful. Add it over here. You better believe I'm burned out. Took forever to get the left boot off. It did. But here we go. Nothing but the pottery today. Again. Some of these might be more ancient than others. I don't know yet. Some have designs on them. Some of them don't. Yeah, but look at this piece right here. Look at that thing. Like I said earlier, talk about a sneaker imprint from heaven. From the good old natives right here. Perfect. How did they get that kind of perfection within their designs? Look at that. Flawless. If this was one intact pot, it'd be worth, I don't know, everything to you. Yeah. But it's just a piece of the puzzle of the history of it all out there. Heck yeah. Cool. All right. This looks like South Carolina. Kind of. Yeah, nice. Still haven't taken a better look at these things. Everything looks like it fits together with one another. Look at that be from the... No, they're not the same thicknesses. But I could be wrong. Gotta take a deeper look at that. But this piece right here, look at that thing. Like a piece of concrete. Cool. It's exactly what it looks like. A piece of concrete, piece of cement. Georgia boy style. Georgia lady style. Look at that. Cool. But these two right here are the star of the show. Found in 2 different locations. And the way I studied the landscape out there later on after I found these things, when I quit filming, when I was on my way out, I went back out there and tried to figure out how they were broken apart from one another. But as part of one bowl right here. Look at that. You saw me do the trick on the log? The log we were sitting on? This came from the same pot. It did. Actually, it's a bowl. A semi-shallow bowl is exactly what this thing was. Probably a few hundred years old. Probably no older than 1200. Got to go out there and recover the history before it's lost forever. What a recovery today. Look at that. A little bit warped. What do you expect when they handmade everything perfectly? Got to be careful with the bigger pieces. Don't want to break them up into anything smaller. Yeah. Star of the show. Yeah. Alright. Hopefully you enjoyed the early spring trip out there. I know I'm not doing well with the ankle. Hopefully it's going to be healing pretty soon. So we'll be able to go out further.